Traders Mindset Reset. It's a smoke and mirrors non-farm payrolls Thursday. We'll answer some questions today. We'll talk about the Masterclass. We'll talk about the playbook. And we'll also talk about some of the opportunities this week that played out for traders in different sessions. First thing I want to talk about, we're always going to talk about mindset and behavior of the trader, because I will emphasize this over and over again, that the number one reason a trader will fail is not for lack of skill, not for lack of knowledge, not for lack of awareness of all these things that can cause self-sabotaging behavior, damage, 50-50 trading, all those sorts of things. But it's the random, impulsive, emotional, degenerate, gambling type of behavior, holding on to losers, over leveraging, over trading, random trading, impulsive trading, irrational trading, all the things that have nothing to do with growing your trading business are the reason why traders will end up doing destruction to themselves. And that's when they have the skills and the knowledge and the wherewithal. It's still a daily ongoing battle. And I talked about this in a post this morning, is that, Paul Tudor Jones, I say this to myself all the time. Hey, Mr. Stupid, why do things the hard way when all you have to do is trade on the setups and the days where it's really easy to make money? And that took me years to not only understand that in depth, because even when you think that there's trades, those aren't trades actually that are skewed heavily in your favor. And I know there'll be traders out there that say, oh, every trade's 50-50 and all that. And that's not true. That is not true. That is not true. There are trades where you have a 90, greater than 90-10 edge. And that's because all time frames are driving those moves, and traders have seen that now. The Masterclass, thank you. There's been a tremendous amount of feedback. And I just want to say before I forget that that's still not complete. I've had a busy few days this week. The Masterclass is not complete yet. There's still more material that will go in there to not only cement home the basic simple model ACB trade setup, but also to bring traders awareness as their skill set evolves of when the same setups can show up and when on other days. And that's, take with it with what you want. As I've talked about, this Masterclass primarily came out of me showing my sons one specific trade setup and how they need to execute. And an excellent question today regarding the gold trade was, gold's in 3 days, 2 days of breakouts. It went higher on Monday, first trading day of the new month, breaking the high of month level, but I think it closed in range. But the most important thing to understand about a non-farm payrolls week is that it's a non-farm payrolls week. It's a Monday to Thursday setup in most cases. I call it smoke and mirrors NFP Thursdays because an excellent question was two questions. One, why did you take gold if it didn't coil sideways? And the reason is because we already had a higher time frame opportunity to enter that trade, and it's a nail and bail because we are in breakout. It's a nail and bail because we're in breakout. It's not a monkey hammer template. And why isn't it a monkey hammer template? It's a non-farm payrolls Friday week. It's not set up as a monkey hammer template. And that's one of the things that we'll clarify. We've talked about that in the Masterclass, is that NFP weeks, FOMC weeks can throw the Wednesday trade setup out of whack. Because of that, it'll set up into an FOMC Wednesday, and the outcome can set up an opportunity on a Thursday or continue into a new weekly extreme Monday, Tuesday for an ACB opportunity at the extreme. Same setup, different day, same criteria have been met. So these are the types of smoke and mirrors activity that can happen as a result of high impact news releases. We can see this sometimes on the Euro, ECB rate announcements, New Zealand dollar, Aussie dollar, when we have our RBA, when we have the Swiss National Bank. The same templates will set up, and in some cases, the news will be the catalyst that actually starts the acceleration into completing that pattern. My sons are not trading that. They're not trading high impact major red news. They will only be trading the basic simple model. And the reason why that is because I don't want them thinking. I don't want them stressing. I don't want them to be emotionally attached to the trade, because that means they're actually not trading. They're not executing their winning trade setup. They're now emotionally invested in something because they want to see a certain outcome. And I don't want that. Take the entry, place your stop, walk away. That's an ACB template. On a non-farm payrolls Friday, so for example, we had opportunities in London, we had opportunities in Asia on Thursday that were ACBs to the extremes. High of day, low of day, reversal opportunities, and a couple examples with trend trades. We saw, I believe, the DAX. I'd have to go back and look. I think the DAX was a trend trade continuation to the high of the previous month, or the high of the previous month. So these are things that need to be taken into consideration, and not just looking on a Thursday and saying it's going to be an ACB and I'm getting in and I'm holding it till close. It's one of those weeks where the smoke and mirrors. For example, on gold, if you go look at that chart, they've got longs trapped up high. They've broke down now, and they've gone back and got higher level longs, as well as triggered breakout traders into the market and shorter time frame short sellers in the market as well, that did not possibly take profits or got in late, and they've rifled it back up when third hour, the new 4-hour rotation, into those lower level shorts and into the coil that started second hour. Nail and bail. Take the money. Take the money. It's non-farm payrolls Friday tomorrow. Don't play games. It's always about making money, but having the awareness of the market conditions that you are trading in. So non-farm payrolls Friday. If it was a CPI Thursday, if it was just by chance an FOMC Thursday, I doubt very much I would let my sons trade on that day, unless it's a perfectly engineered coil. And on that particular day, it would not be a hold till close. Obviously, they would nail and bail. So measured profit target, 100% expansion of the range to lock in the money. Do not mess around with high impact major red news. If you are getting in front of the market on major red news, I mean high impact major red news, that is called degenerate gambling. That is the reality. That is not managing your trading business or trying to grow your trading business. Everything I have shown my sons is about one primary thing: protecting themselves. That's the whole idea behind all the playbook setups. I've seen regurgitation of stuff that's not even close. Not even close. It's guessing. It's either a coil for a trade setup and it's nail and bail on the day, or it's an ACB walk away hold till close. That's it. Rinse and repeat. There's no science projects. There's no guessing levels. There's no marking off zones or anything else. It's either an ACB template on a Thursday for my sons. They place an, they get in the market. And if it's an ACB template, it's scalable. Why is it scalable? Because all time frames are driving that move. So they don't need to worry about that right now. What they need to do is master the process. Entry, stop loss, walk away. Clear a level, go to break even. That's it. That's it. They don't need to think. They don't need to know more. They don't need to learn more. That's in people's heads. That's their opinions. And it means nothing. All my sons have to do is hit 2 or 3 of those trades a month for the next couple of years. And that's all they ever have to do. Ever. That's all they have to do. Follow a basket of instruments. As their skills get more proficient, as their understanding and awareness become more unconscious competence, that is growing their trading business and it's scalable in size, all they have to do is rinse and repeat. And don't do anything to damage what's working. Do what works, do less of what doesn't work. And the best part is they're not learning anything that doesn't work. They're learning entry, stop loss, break even, walk away, hold till close. That's it. And if there's high impact major red news, come back next week. If they find an ACB template on another day, a year or 2 down the road, I might say, hey, if you can find this setup on any day and it's the exact same criteria and behaves exactly the same, great. That's a bonus. That's icing on the cake. That's all that is. But do they need to do that? No. Why? Because they're not in a hurry. They don't have a family. They don't have other responsibilities or jobs that necessitate desperation or erratic emotional behavior frustration, anger. They don't have to experience any of that. They don't need to over leverage. There's no such thing as over trading. They just need to look on a Wednesday night. That's all they need to do. Or Thursday morning, whatever they prefer. That is all they need to do. I've made their basket 10 instruments, and I know exactly what they're trading because I've got that same basket, and I know exactly what their results are. I know at the end of last month, my son told me what his results were. I told him to send me his trades. He took 3 trades. 3 trades. That's it. And did he do everything perfect? Not really, but he still made 3 profitable trades because they were ACB templates. And he doesn't even really, have an attachment to the outcome. He thinks right now, I know I told one gentleman this morning, no thinking aloud, but he thinks that's how it's supposed to be. It's all normal because he hasn't learned all kinds of other rubbish and lies and BS and all these other things. Somebody asked me the other day, how often do you look at Commitments to Traders report? And I challenge you to go back through 2,000 videos and find one area where I've ever said, hey, let's check the Commitments to Traders. It means nothing. The calendar means nothing to me. The numbers mean nothing to me. It means avoid it until after the news, but I better have a well-engineered, perfect setup or don't touch it. And I'll say this in closing today, and this is partly what the psychology section will be about, is that I have done every single thing wrong. I've tried to trade all kinds of different days. Stupid stuff. Not even any edge in the market. 0 edge. In fact, it probably was a 1090 day, meaning every single direction or place or level that I would have tried to get in was designed to destroy me anyways. And that's probably some of the days I over leveraged, blew out my accounts after working hard for months and growing them into big numbers after starting with a small account and destroying it all in the stupidity of the moment and doing it again over and over again. And I've told this story before when, eventually got to the point where I was so sick of myself and the stupid, degenerate behavior that I had done over and over again. Even though I knew exactly what I should do, I still wasn't doing it. And for those of you who are out there, I know that you can relate. I know Steve and I have talked about this over and over and over again. Crazy stuff. Absolutely stupid, insane, crazy stuff that would have destroyed most people and destroyed their lives. A couple things that kept me going was resiliency and the belief, because I'd done it right and grown small numbers fast. And I also knew that nothing was going to change in the markets. And I was lucky enough that I was able to continue working and salvaging some of the damage that I had done until I stepped back and had to really get onto the real science project, which was me, myself, the trader, and make a decision. As I've told you, my father said to me, shit or get off the pot. So you have every single available opportunity to impact not only your own immediate life and circumstances, but everybody and everything around you in the process. But only one person can do that. Only one person can do that. However you decide to do it in terms of how you trade. But trading is the greatest vehicle in the world to provide you with almost unlimited opportunities. And the main thing that will hold you back, 2 things that will hold you back, is not having an edge or not executing on your edge, even when you know what that edge is. And then reckless, impulsive, irrational, emotional, degenerate gambling behavior, self-destructive behavior of the trader. So as I said, the masterclass is not quite complete yet. I appreciate and I'm grateful for all the feedback. There's still some great stuff to go into the masterclass that will cement home that. There'll be other things added into the playbook regarding the higher time frame to really cement home the understanding first red day, first green day. The most powerful thing you can do is step back and look at the higher time frame. Everything is based on the higher time frame. Everything. And then the monthly rotation of time. So you can follow smoke and mirrors. You can, look for science projects every single day and you'll find them. And that's great. And you can, I always joke, with Steven, you can be smart or you can be rich. You can, that's the thing. You don't have to be smart. Mark Douglas talked about this. You don't have to know anything about the market to make money. But if you want to do it consistently over time and with size, and, like Paul Tudor Jones says, make it a pleasurable experience. And my addition to that is make it an extremely profitable, pleasurable experience. If you're going to do this, it's not, it's like anything. Why do it if you're just doing it to, do it half-ass? Get in there and dive deep and build it from the ground up. Build everything from the ground up. Become the best you can be. Grow your trading business to the best it can be, and as big as you want it to be. Size is your own decision. It's your own decision, but there is unlimited opportunities to do whatever you want in this business. We'll get a technical video out. I just want to get the masterclass finished. Any feedback that you have, please share it with me. I know several traders have emailed and messaged, and I appreciate it. I'm grateful. Love you. Have a great day, and may the markets go with you.